Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your mid-month reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. And the mid-month, getting straight into what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Cancer Leo. Next message, please, for Cancer Leo. As your energy is the Magician. Ooh, I like that. Talk about coming into your own magic and feeling your own potentials and really taking action on that in the mid-month. Love it. I feel like there's a lot of dedicated effort that was going, on within yourself to get to this place. Never letting go. Really taking on a lot of strength. Clarifying on the Magician in the entire reading is moving on from anything that was potentially in the way. You're in my way. I can't make and build magic over here if you're in the way. And it does feel like that, right? And it is definitely a blessing. A blessing. Remember, sometimes blessings are not always positive. Sometimes they're showing up in forms, right, that push us to something that's true and real. So by letting go of this, it really does feel like this was a blessing. I'm sorry, I have to move away from you. It was a blessing in a lot of ways that I could see what you're really made of. Could be a possibility. Who you really truly are. Because otherwise, I would be stuck with you forever, not truly waking up to see and realize what's really going on. So sometimes a blessing can be a negative. It doesn't always have to be a positive, just to push us in the right direction. With the Six of Swords coming out in the present, talking about moving on. There it is again. Moving on for that great direction. Stepping into power, right? Stepping into this power mode. Being able to move in the direction you need to move in and taking action. Patiently planning in the recent past. Saying, I see what's going on. I need to move out of this area. So it feels like you were, like I said, dedicating a lot of effort, patience, and planning to make the magic happen, to get yourself moving on from a situation. Queen of Wands. Wow. Limelighting the situation. Really stepping into energy and your own Leo energy. Love that. People are going to notice you at work. They're going to notice your attitude changing. Your vibration is higher. Expanding your horizon. Look at the creativity that's going on. Creative thoughts. And just feeling like you're very comfortable. Love it. And getting those intentions done too. Look at all the yellow solar plexus going on. Getting your true desires. Okay, so going after the Seven of Pentacles. Let's clarify on the Seven of Pentacles. Having the opportunity to do something. Bring this to a conclusion. Ooh. Oh, hey. There it was again, right? Sometimes blessings are not always positive. Only for the fact that it does feel like whatever the situation was, you felt rejected, neglected, things weren't going your way. You could have said rejection and neglection is God's protection. And there's that blessing that woke you up to say, here we go. Thank you, universe, for showing me the true sides of the situation. What a blessing it is for me to now be able to leave something that doesn't hold me. And definitely there it is, moving on. Seeing your ships coming in somewhere else. Saying, I have other opportunities awaiting me. I will be able to pick and choose what I truly desire to make a conscious choice of where I want to be and take action on that. So very nice. Yep, this is not working. It's not working. I don't see any goals being fulfilled over here. I don't see me doing anything that keeps me on the path that I want. Might even feel like at work you're overlooked. So if this is about getting a new job, this is where you can shine in a new job where you feel like all your projects and stuff are being overlooked. If it's a relationship, maybe you feel like they're overlooking you, right? Not seeing your potentials, not seeing your worth, feeling like I'm not worthy enough for you because that's the way you treat me. Looking at the way people treat you and the way they're coming to the conclusion about how things really are. I see the way you really think of me, no matter what the situation is. Definitely want to be the Queen of Wands. That way you can get into the gracefulness and gratitude for the things that really are surrounding your life, bringing in a better energy for you. Moving on over here into the present. Right now we're right here. And, you know, I feel like you're just continuing to just keep making the magic happen. You might even feel like it's slow and steady, but you might feel like you have a little bit more of a Midas touch going on over here. Feeling a little more gold, a little more, maybe even protected. Going over here, a lot of discernment going on. Getting into your intuition, you might once again have even more choices to make. Really opening up your conscious to make these conscious decisions. Not only getting into your intuition, but also into your conscious of knowing and really making the best choice for yourself. So I do feel in the present right now, you are kind of at an impasse of making that overall choice of which way to go. And I don't feel like you're going to leap into anything too fast because you want to have this discernment about what you're going, right? There you are, learning, listening, understanding, getting a better understanding of the whole situation that's at hand. You're moving on into this beautiful new place for yourself. It's also kind of like Spirit's affirmation to let you know that you have made the right choice. And I'm really hearing that. I'm really hearing that. You've made the right choice by doing this. You've learned, you've listened, and you're continuing to do so. Traveling the right path. Traveling in the path that's right for you, really getting to the milestone and reaching that milestone that you need. That's the place that you're patiently planning in the recent past. So it does feel like you're traveling there. And it might even feel like for some of you, Cancer, Leo, that it might be the road less traveled. Like this wasn't the road that I would have picked. But you know what? It seems to be working out because I closed this door and now this door seems to be opening. It might have not have been the one that I ever would have chose personally, but it seems to be working out in my favor. So sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes you're just like, whoa. So there you go. I figure by the like 22nd or so, you're going to be really rushing in because you're saying, wow, hey, if it works, let's go. Yeah, you feel like this is the perfect timing because why? It's not what I would have chosen, but it opened. But the door's open, so I might as well take it. So it does feel like it is there. There could be 3 people involved. You could have got this information from another person. And I do see the 3 of Pentacles coming back out again. And here's where you're starting to really shine. So you may have gotten this important information from somebody that you know. Like I said, it wouldn't be someplace that you usually would go, right? But you're liking it because it's kind of putting you on a pedestal and people are really seeing you. You know, this is where you're going to turn into this Queen of Wands over here because people are like, hi, who are you? And you're like, wow, Ace of Pentacles. This is a blessing. I never thought that I would be here. What would ever make me think that I was here? I was always stuck in a rut over there. Could even be a new love coming in. Maybe somebody introduced you to somebody and they're looking at you going, whoa, hello. And once again, it looks like for some of you have a secret admirer. Just saying. But really taking control of the situation, using your intuition. And yes, I do see this secret admirer. And I do believe that it's a Cancer. Another Cancer. If it's not a Cancer, it could be a Pisces or a Scorpio. Definitely could be a Pisces or a Cancer. I'm just saying. But you're feeling very calm and relaxed and peaceful. And I do feel like you are in kind of a healing mode at this time as well. So you're kind of doing all these things to keep yourself in a harmony and a peace mode right now. And, you know, it's good for you. That's what you really need. And I do feel like, you know, you had this kind of wake-up call to make a few lifestyle shifts. And there's the shift. Right? And you're just maintaining this until you get the new cycle going because you're in the middle of kind of making because see, you have this cycle here, right? So it's like the new cycle is coming, but it just feels like it hasn't 100% really gone completely through yet, right? Because I'm just at barely the beginning of this new cycle change. So it feels like you're really waiting for the big cycle change, the big boom. So you can really feel like you're in your own element. You can feel that would be over here. Okay, so where you feel like you're really in your own element, where you feel like you're very, very comfortable, and feeling like, yeah, I got this, right? I really got this. And you're letting go of anything that's unhealthy in thoughts and behaviors while you're healing, and not listening to anybody who's going to impact anything that has nothing to do with positivity. You know, Cancer, Leo, I just don't see that. You know, you're just like, if you don't have anything nice to say, you can go to Hades, right? Because I don't have time for that. Go tell it to somebody else. I don't want to hear that, right? I am in a place right now where I need to have peace, relaxation, and have an impact on my life that is for gracefulness, gratitude, and harmony. That way I can step into the right decisions for myself. I'm not listening to anybody else's nonsense. And I do feel like there are people around you who might be bringing in nonsense. And how do I see that? I see that with the Temperance, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles coming up saying, I do see you, but then I also feel like somebody else over there could be talking a little bit saying, well, you just think you're a third wheel, don't you? Well, you know what? I don't think I'm a third wheel. The only thing I see me doing is shining. And then it's funny because there's these other people that see you shining too. But then you got these other people over here that are just like, oh, you just think you're the cat's meow, don't you? I would just tell them, you know what? Yeah, I am. Back off. Because that's the attitude you have to take to make sure that you're pushing in the right direction. Because you're going after something that's true and real for yourself. And they're not true and real if they're acting like that. Stay away from those people. Because you want to be in your comfort zone. And here you are in your comfort zone. So going into the recent, oh God, yeah, because you're going to have, see, there's that person who's trying to manipulate the situation. You just think you're the cat's meow. You just think you're, you know what? No. Right? No. And that's because you need to separate from that person. That person thinks that they're some kind of great person, but they're not. And they're not good for you. So don't listen to those, okay, who are doing anything like that. I got the Emperor over here. Okay, it looks like it could be an ex from the ex relationship, but more than anything, if it's not, it's just this other platonic relationship person, an acquaintance. It feels more like an acquaintance, you guys. I just hear the, it's like, get out of my business. Right over here, you have the blessings and you have everything that you have. So don't listen to those who are saying things. I wouldn't even take anybody who's promising anything at this time. Okay, so if anybody's making any kind of promises right now to you, saying they're going to do this and doing that, they're not even capable of keeping a promise right now at this time. And I wouldn't even go there because it's going to lower your vibration when they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, right? So they've got all these open doors coming. You have all the strength. And oh, there it is, the promise. I'm promising and I'm coming to try to heal something with you. Don't take it. Just keep going for your Nine of Cups because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. They are not going to hold that anyways. They are not capable of holding any kind of promise. If you know that this person is not capable or rarely capable of holding any kind of promise, don't listen. Because there's your cycle change. Bam. There's the world. Because you have this whole new world that you're walking into. By letting go and moving on for your own self is going to be the best. Then you have more decisions to make in the near future, which is great because maybe now you want to travel, you want to do other things, and you're traveling towards better things. Plus you have this other person over here who is, that's that Cancer Pisces that has a secret crush on you who's moving towards you. Now they want to do something. That's a whole different energy. They're not promising you anything. If anything, they're asking you out on a date. They're asking you to do things with them, things of this nature. This is not an apology, my friends. This is not an apology. This is not a promise. This is, hey, you want to go out? You want to get some coffee? You want to go to the beach? In December, we'll freeze to death, unless you guys are in Australia, right? Then it's summer. So, okay. Alrighty. Let's see. And the best card for your healing, daily healing is, you guys are on the right track. You guys look so beautiful over here. Remind yourself that you are a soul spirit being. How many times a week? You know, spirit is really big on that because they really want you to understand that, right? What is the purpose? The purpose is because everything that we go through in life is really a lesson. So we can understand that we are a soul going through, you know, a soul spirit being having a human interaction and a human experience. It makes it all look different and it makes you perceive things a little bit different. It's easier to kind of let go of things too, because if you kind of think, you know, if my life is just kind of just an experience, like maybe a test, a learning experience, you know, something of this nature, then I can get through this stuff really fast and really easy. Because my soul doesn't really want me to do that. It just wanted me to learn something from the situation. So what did I learn from this situation? Then you can kind of step out of the shoes, go backwards and look and say, oh, that's what I learned. I learned don't trust everybody that I ran into. Oh, don't listen to everybody's promises because a lot of people can't keep promises. You see what I'm saying? Oh, don't listen to everybody because they don't have the self-growth that a lot of other people have. So therefore they're selfish. They're this, they're that, because they have a lot of growth to go through. And it makes it easier. And then, of course, it's always easier said than done. Like you could go tell somebody and they could say, well, that's just great for you because, you know, you're not me. You're right. I'm not you. Right? And it is easier said than done. But you have to remember the majority of everybody on this planet has walked almost exactly in each other's shoes one way or another. Right? We all go pretty much in the same direction as each other. It's kind of interesting. Because you say, well, I had really bad love and they were a real piece of crap. And then somebody will say, yeah, I had that too. Might not be exactly the same, but one way or another, it was the same, right? Okay. And we can learn from each other's experience and help each other grow, right? Take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe. That's exactly what we were just talking about. So just remember, stay calm, stay loving, and always let love be your motivation for your action. Remember who you are and remember that you're in the potential of magic for yourself at this time, for your family, whoever you're doing it for. Okay? Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.